Thursday. Hope you all are ready for some marbles. That's what we are selling today. I have an entire marble collection for all of you, and I'm so excited to be bringing it here to Knickknacks. So if you're out on Facebook or YouTube, you got to come over here to knickknacks.net. That is knickknacks.net. This is where I'm having my sale tonight. So you could be on knickknacks.net in order to bid. You can see the sale on Facebook and YouTube, but in order to bid and participate, you have to be on knickknacks.net. And we have quite the collection this evening. So let me get over to YouTube, and I'm going to switch us over to subscribers only. And then I think we'll just jump right into it, actually. Hope you all are having a great night. We've got a few marbles set up, but I think we're going to dig into the entire collection just to get the first round set up. Let's see. See ya. Have a good night. Hank, go chill, dude. You stay here, Hanky. Hank, so see if you can get Hank to... Okay. Hank is being crazy. Well, he's not being crazy. He's just not being chill. All right, let's see. All right, so we should be good over on YouTube. Hanky, come here. Hank, come. Come. Everything's fine. You're okay. Go be a good boy. Go be a good boy. Go lay down. Go lay down. All right. Well, Hank, you gonna help us sell some marbles? He's like, heck no, I'm not. Look at that dog. Hanky, you go lay down. All right. So, here's what we're gonna do tonight. I have a marble collection. I spent about all together, both my first visit for the marble collection and my second visit where I had regrets. And for those of you who saw the first video on YouTube about the marble collection, I bought about $800 of marbles. And then I was like, I was editing the video, I was watching it, and I was like, oh my gosh, why didn't I pick that marble? Or why didn't I pick that marble? And then I just had this thought, like, what am I doing? Why don't I just buy the entire contemporary marble collection? And then so I texted the vendors, and I was like, hey, how much for the entire collection? And so I went back the next day and I bought the entire marble collection, which came to be about $4,000. The previous day I spent about $800. So in total, we're at about $5,000. It's over 150 marbles. They're all contemporary art glass. So I know that you guys really love the paperweights. And it was really interesting talking to these vendors because my knowledge of contemporary art glass paperweights and their knowledge of contemporary art glass marbles really overlapped because a lot of the same artists did the paperweights who did the marbles. And so it was really interesting to talk paperweights versus marbles. Oh, I know that artist, oh, they did, paperweights, but they also did marbles. And so essentially these are round spherical paperweights. So it was just really interesting to talk with them. And the more I looked at them, the more I turned them, the more I saw the different facets of them and how they reflected the light, and they changed, every way you turn them, the colors were different. And I was like, I really love these. I have one Josh Simpson, and you know that I have one Josh because I found it at the shop and I was so excited. And that wasn't even part of this collection. It was one that I had at my shop, and I was like, oh my gosh, look, I got this marble. I'm going to stick it in my pocket. I was pretty excited about that. But anyway, so I think what we're going to do tonight is we are going to run them 9 at a time, twice. And the pre-bid's going to be 30 because that's my cost average. You guys know I run on cost average. So cost average means that of the entire marble collection, some I may have spent $50 on, some I spent $20 on, but my cost average was $30. So whether it's a big marble, a small marble, my cost average was $30. So we're going to start everything at $30 with 9 of them, and you get to pick choice. And I'll just keep adding them in, and you guys get to pick your marble. And that's how we're going to run the sale tonight. As many as I possibly can, as long as I possibly can. And that's how we're going to do it. So I'm really excited, and I hope you guys are too, because I've got 3 of these as well as the marbles that I have in front of me, and I think it's going to be very exciting. I think it's going to be very exciting. So let me turn you guys around. You're not going to see my face too much tonight because I'm going to be focused primarily on the marbles. But as a reminder, if you're out on Facebook or YouTube, one last time, as everybody's tuning in, this is where I'm at tonight. I'm on knickknacks.net. So if you're out on Facebook or YouTube, in order to bid and to participate in tonight's sale, you got to be on knickknacks.net. You have to be on knickknacks.net. And my name is Jocelyn. I'm the Crazy Lamp Lady. I own knickknacks.net. It's one of the many facets of the Crazy Lamp Lady. You guys see me out shopping. You see me thrifting. You see me metal detecting. You see me doing all the things. But I also own knickknacks.net, which is an e-commerce marketplace that specializes in live sales, multi-day auctions, and buy it now listings. So we have almost 50,000 members, 5,000 sellers, and growing super duper fast. So come on over and join us on knickknacks.net. And on that note, we're going to get started because I'm staring at these amazing marbles and I'm done talking. But hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I see you all out there, and I appreciate all your support and encouragement. So here we go. Are you ready? Let me turn you around. And here we go. All right. So that's a lot more than 9 marbles. I know. I was like, okay, well, we're just going to do 9 at a time. But I wanted to put them all out there so you could see some of them before I start like going too crazy. But like I said, we're going to run 9 at a time. These were out of the bag that I purchased in the video that I posted to YouTube. So these were all of the bagged marbles that if I had to choose, these were the ones I picked. But I think we're going to do one of these, and we're just going to kind of bring them all in together. And we're going to maybe use these salt cellars to reel them in. And then we will do them just like this. And then I'll give you a little peek a little bit closer at them. But maybe we'll take this guy and this guy. All right, so there we go. So they're going to be different sizes. They're going to be different colors. I'm going to push these guys out of the way so nobody gets confused at what we're running. We're going to run these. And let me get you guys a little bit closer. Do you get the holder? I don't think so. These are just salt cellars, honestly. They're just little salt cellars. I might sell them later on, but right now I kind of need them for selling the marbles. But little salt cellars is all they are. So they're just little salt cellars. They don't actually glow. I thought they would, but they didn't when I hit them with the black light. So they're little salt cellars. These work great. Those were great. So there's all different sorts of, and I even use little vases too. I showed that off the last time. There's all different ways that you can display them. But that was just some of the different ways. So some of them are signed. I saw somebody ask if they were signed. Some of them are signed. I'm just rearranging behind the scenes here. So some of them are signed, and I can go through them real quick before we run them for the first time. And then we'll see if any of these are signed. Do any of the marbles glow? We can also check that. Let me just find my black light. Oh, here we go. All right, so it looks like we have some cadmium glow in this guy up at the top. You can kind of see the orange there. And then there's a little cadmium glow in this one as well. So there's some cadmium glow there. So it's mostly the 2 here. This one looks kind of like it is on video, but in person it does not look like it's glowing, just so you know. Yeah, so in person, these are the only two that look like they're glowing. Even though the other two the others kind of look like they have a glow, these are the only two that have a cadmium glow. All right. Oops, hang on. Scoot you guys down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so let me add these in. Hanky, you're fine, buddy. It's okay. Here we go. We're going to call this Choice Marble. And we're going to start at 30. Like I said, that was my cost average. So that's me breaking even at $30. So that's where we're starting out at. And I'm going to weigh one of these big ones just to see. Ounces. Righty. Move to stage. Okay. All right, so we are starting at 30. Let me go through these real quick and give you an idea for what they are. This one right here has that white swirl, but it also has the that multicolor, and there is a signature on this. I can't quite read it, but you can see the signature. So there's definitely a signature on this one. All right. Let me just make sure. I want to just double check to make sure we don't have any bruises. And then we have this, which is one of my favorites. This one you saw glowing a little bit. And I just love this design here where they have that pulled feather where they made the design. So this is really unique. This was one of my favorites. Right there. This is another, like I sold the other night, that has both the green and the red. It's kind of a watermelon, but the green has the sparkles. This does not appear to have, wait, I lied. There's a signature right there. So this one does have a signature. And you can see their signature right on the top with a date. Almost looks like 2003. This one's opaque, but it looks really cool. And I just really loved the design of it. I thought it was neat. So we have that one, and then this. Really neat with that lime green and that random cobalt. This has the signature on the top, right there. Not sure if anyone can make sense of that, but there you go. I liked this one because it has the rainbow on the inside. So you can kind of get a peekaboo of that. And there's the top. It's hard to pick a favorite. Like the more you turn them, and this is what I realized when I was editing the video, is at the time I was kind of like just like, oh, these are my favorites. But when I was editing the video and I was seeing them, the more I watched them like being turned around and seeing the different facets of them, the more I liked the different marbles. And then I was like, I just need to buy all of them. Yeah, so this one has the swirls on the outside, but then it has that inner core that is pink. And this has a signature as well, right there on the top. There is a signature on this marble. So this one is smaller than all the others, if you can't tell. That one's a little bit smaller. So they're just, these ones are decorative, as far as I can tell. A lot of them are for use and for playing marbles, the older ones. But as far as I can tell, these were always just intended to be decorative. So then we have this one. And as I add them in, obviously it's going to be a little bit faster, but I wanted to give you a good look at the ones that I have out as our first marbles. So we have this one, and then this. This has everything going for it. It's got all of the colors, all of the sparkles. It kind of reminds me of like it's a Rainbow Bright if Rainbow Bright was a marble. This is it. So it's absolutely gorgeous. And I know I used to go and rent Rainbow Bright at the video store when I was a kid. So those are the marbles we're going to run first. And you get your choice. And then once that one sells, I'll add a new one in and we'll just keep going from there. I've got a ton of them. So that's how we're going to do it. All right. So here we go. Let me hit start and we're going to get started. All right. There it goes. It is running. Oh my goodness. All right. Let me grab my first bag and get started while that is running. Get my Sharpie ready. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, so you have your choice. I mean, I feel like all the rainbow ones are down here on the bottom. Although this one does have rainbow too. It's just like kind of hidden underneath. It's like inner core, you know? Oh man. It's really neat to see all the different colors and all the, I don't know. It was like a whole collection of paperweights, only they're round. It's like, can I buy all of them? Oh man. Thank you all for your bids. I appreciate that. And it looks like this is going to Bandit. Let me write your name on the bag. Number 1. It's going to Bandit. And which one would you like, Bandit? They were just, you know, if you watched Madison Bachville from last year and you saw me buy that entire paperweight collection, these are the same vendors, actually. Bottom, lower, left. Oh, right. Bottom, left. Left. Wait. Left. Lower, right. Left. This one. I'm assuming it's this one? Yes. Okay. Awesome. Oh my goodness. You know, Bandit, you bought that that kaleidoscope from me that needed a marble, and I feel like you could totally stick this marble in there. It would probably look amazing. I'm going to stick it in the bag for you. Thank you so much. Yes, right? All right, number 1 is going to Bandit. Alrighty, let's stick another one in there. How about we do this one? I don't know what it is about this one, but it kind of reminds me of a toucan. Toucan Sam, maybe? I don't know. It's just the colors of it. It is marked there on the top. I know it's a Halloween style marble. I've got a few of those. I realized I'm looking at all the marbles and I'm like, wait, was there a theme here? Because I'm seeing this like Halloween theme. But yes, absolutely. Oh, candy corn. Don't get me started on candy corn. I could go. That's a squirrel moment right there when you say candy corn, and I could talk about candy corn forever. All right, let's duplicate. We're going to run number 2, and there it goes. It is running. It's running. I know. I should probably have little numbers for them, shouldn't I? Hang on. Let me see if I can get little numbers, and I'll make it so easy. And we can just move the stickers as we go. 1, 2, 3. That way you guys can just call out one. And as I put new ones in, I'll just move the stickers around. OMG. Are you laughing? Oh, wait, are you laughing at me? All right, Bandit, which one can I get for you? There. I know, I'm not going to let her use them to play hopscotch. Number 3, the watermelon. I know, but you know me. I'm never prepared. All right. This beautiful watermelon colored marble. It actually makes me want to go out and buy a watermelon. I'm going to trade it in for this guy. This is a really pretty yellow and white. That's what it looks like. There's no signatures on it, but it's really nice. The intricacy of it is pretty amazing. I'm going to trade that one in. And Bandit, I'm going to stick this in a bag for you. Thank you so much. You get a watermelon. Check this one for a glow, you think? Oh, the one I just added in. All right, I will. All right, Bandit gets number 2. All right. Let's see. Bandit number 2. Alrighty. Let's check it real quick. I should check all the ones I have out here just to make sure. No, not really. The one next to it really does have that orange. And then, like I said, the one down 2 and 8 do have a glow. And then number 7 has a weird kind of glow. I mean, when I'm on the edge of it, you can kind of see it green. I don't know. They're kind of reacting a little bit. It's weird. Oh my goodness. There's one over here that glows like crazy. And also the Josh Simpson has a little bit of glow. So I know when I'm moving those ones in. Move the stickers. Are they covering it up? I wondered if they would. All right, I'll move those up. Do it like this. There we go. Is that better? Now you can kind of see. There. You kind of got an idea for it. There we go. All right, so let me duplicate. Tic-tac-toe, you want me to make a board? Let's run number 3. All right, here we go. And it is running. All right, let me see if I can find a piece of paper. I'll make a board for you guys. On the table next to him. Oh, I could do that. That's a good idea. So we'll do. Although 5 is going to be awkward, isn't it? Alrighty. It is running if anyone is interested. Christina's like, you need to remind people it's running. Okay, it's running, guys. It's running. Tripod Dog Mom. That one is yours. What can I get for you? Number 5. Alrighty, you got it. Right in the middle. That works out for me. All right, and there it is with that really cool cobalt swirl. And that one is yours. Spread them out. I could do that too. Number 3 is going to tripod. Yes, baby. You found it again? That makes me happy. That was your favorite? Oh, man. There's just so many cool ones. All right. Tripod Dog Mom. Alrighty. That one is yours. Thank you so much. Mom. Yes, baby. I'm watching your sale. You're watching it? All right. I'm going to move in one of my favorites right now. This is one of my favorites. It's this guy right here. It's this cobalt and lavender. So here's the sides. But then down the middle, it does have this interesting design. I didn't see any signatures on it. Let me just double check. No, I don't see anything. You know, the signatures on these are so small. It does kind of look like a feather, doesn't it? But we're going to put that as number 5 right in the middle. Okay, so look at that. It didn't glow when I hit it with the black light, but we're going to duplicate and we're going to run number 4. And it is running. There it goes. Gosh, it keeps jumping. I'm sorry it's jumping. I don't know why it jumps like that. It just kind of drives me nuts, but here we go. Yes, there's a few of them that are signed. I can't remember exactly which ones, but several of them are signed. Let me just double check. Oh, Jody, what can I get for you? This one is signed. That one is not. I think this one might be. Let me double check. 2 or 6. Ooh, let's see. 2 or 6. Those are both really good choices. I'm not the one to pick for you because I love them both. What does the chat say? That's what my kids would say. What does the chat say? What does everybody out there say? 2? Everybody is choosing 2 for you. 2? All right, you got it. Number 2. And that one's got a little glow to it as well, so that's exciting. Both. Yeah, this one even has a little glow to it, and I think that makes it more exciting. That's one of my favorites right there. Alrighty, Jody gets that one. Absolutely great choice. Let me stick it in the bag. Perfect. Number 4. Such a good one. Oops. All right, there we go. Perfect. All right. Alrighty, what should we move in after that? I mean, that's a tough act to follow. How about this guy? So this has a really nice swirl to it. It is signed right there. Let's see. This almost looks like Steve Davis. That makes sense. Steve Davis. And there's not much of a glow there, but wee marbles. So this is a Steve Davis, and we're going to add this in as number 2. And we are going to run it, duplicate. And there it goes. It is running. Thank you all for your bids. I appreciate it. There's definitely some fun ones out there. And I'm going to actually open up this case I have in front of me. And I think I'm going to start pulling from there as well. I'll get started pulling from the huge collection. Gosh, there's so many fun ones in here. It's crazy. So when I was actually meeting with the vendors, they were explaining to me that you can just go on Amazon and get an entire pack of the little rings to display these on. For 100 of them for like $1 or $2. So if you are to buy several marbles, that's where you can get the little rings. Or you could buy some salt cellars here on Knickknacks, because I feel like the salt cellars are a lot more classy than those little plastic rings. Number 1, I know, right? Isn't number 1 amazing? I love when they have that exterior coloring and then the interior is different. Looks like Bandit is our winner, and Bandit has chosen number 2. Perfect. I love that one. And that one is signed by Steve Davis. That one's coming to you. So let me stick it in a bag. Yay! Alrighty. Into the bag it goes. Perfect. These are quote-unquote recycled bags, so I just have to cross out the old names and put on a new one. Number 5. Bandit. Perfect. All right, let me open up this case, and I'm going to pull one out. I really like, this is the one that first catches my eye. It reminds me of that stone. I forget what it's called. The stone that sparkles like this. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Is it, no, not cat's eye. Is it sunstone? I've had micro mosaics in it before. I don't know if Goldstone. That's it. Goldstone. It's called Goldstone. And I've had micro mosaics inlaid in that Goldstone. All right, let me see. This is driving me nuts that it keeps jumping like that. All right, so let me duplicate. We're gonna run it, and there it goes with this coppery, sparkly marble. And as you can see, it's a little bit smaller than the other ones, but it's just absolutely stunning. And I might just start switching them out and playing around with our quote unquote board out there, because I have some really fun ones to put out. Just start mixing it up, right? That would be fun. I know. I know. Stop switching the cameras. Oh man, it's driving me nuts. All right, I got some fun ones over here. All right, Kathy MC, which one would you like? Decisions. Block the, oh really? Does that work, Peter? Let me grab a sticky note. Actually, you know what? I could use one of these stickers. Hang on, I'm gonna block you guys off. Hang on, I could do it this way. Does number 9 have a crack? Oh, I don't think so. Does it? Oh. That's a good question. It might. Do you think that's a crack? It could be. It's weird to me that it would have a crack, but it does look like a crack. My guess is it could have happened in the manufacturing process, but it could be a crack. Regardless of when it happened, it does to me look like a crack. Kathy MC, is this the one? This is not the one you wanted. I'm going to pull this one out for now, unless somebody requests it, and then I'll put it back in. In the meantime, Kathy MC likes number 5. That's one of my faves. Congratulations. I know, that one was amazing. So if anyone wants it and they're aware of that crack, I will put it back in. I have another one set aside. This one I noticed had, where was it? This was one of my favorites. I was about to put it out and I noticed that it had that little bruise on it. And so I pulled it. I know, right? Look at the way it reflects on my hand. Is that not amazing? Like, you can see the way that it reflects the light just in my hand. It's like, I've got magic in my hand. Right? So I literally pulled that one because I noticed that it had that little boo-boo. I did not notice the crack on that one though, so good eye on that. All right, let me put this. Maybe at the end, if we notice any more damage on the marbles, we can run one round of boo-boo marbles. If I notice any more, I'll just pull them, and then at the end, I'll run a round of any that might have defects. Let me do this. This is number 6, and it's going to Kathy. Congratulations. This was one of my favorites. All right, let me see. Okay, so I'm going to actually pull a couple, and then we can always add them back in, but I'm going to pull a couple and just mix them up. So I'm going to add in this. This kind of reminds me of like mint ice cream. I don't know why, but it's this beautiful mint color. So I'm going to put this here. And then I might pull out number 8. I'm going to set it back here. And then we're going to put in this guy. This beautiful cobalt and green. Put that here. And then I do have this. And what I liked about this one is when you look at it from this view, it's just so uniform. So that's why I picked this one, because I just absolutely loved the way that it looked from this view. And this one is signed. I mean, there are several that are signed, but this one is signed. So I'm going to sit this one in the middle. That would be number 5. It's very small compared to the others. In fact, I might just stick it right there. And let me hit him with a black light real quick. We'll check if they glow. Oh, that middle one does. Look at that. I would say the middle one does. Number 5. It's a yin yang. Look, that's exactly what it is. All right, and we are going to run them. So these will be number 7. And there they go. He did absolutely say that the dings don't necessarily devalue them. And I think that's because they were expected to be played with, which I thought was really interesting because, to talk marbles to paperweights, you have a bruise on a paperweight and it's like the end of the world. But with marbles, they were expected to be played with. And so you have like a little boo-boo or you have a bruise, a chip or anything like that. It really doesn't deter or doesn't take away from the value, which I thought was really interesting. Bandit. Which one would you like? Number 8. All right, you got it. There it is. That one's really fun. Another fun marble. Let me grab it. I mean, he had those marbles that were worth so much money, and they were just bruised up and dinged and banged because they were played with. And I think that also added a bunch of character to them. Yay! All right, where did I put my Sharpie? Oh, there it is. All right, Bandit, that one is yours. Number 7. That is Bandit. Got it. Perfect. All right, how about we add in, let me open up my box here. And I think I'll add in this guy because I like the color. Definitely caught my eye. This is oh shoot, I think everything's fine. This is a much cooler marble. And I just really love this swirl here. I don't see any markings on it, but I love the color. It's kind of different than a lot of it's I don't know, I like the color. So we're gonna run it. That would be number 8 now. So let's duplicate and we will run number 8. And there it goes, it is running. I know that blue is very unique. I don't see it anywhere else in this entire case that I have. Wait, maybe I have, no, that's even a different color, blue. It's just really pretty and milky. I did not put them in my bite. I'll have to ask the girls where those ended up. I'm gonna take you guys out of here because this is driving me nuts. Can't handle it anymore. I'm just gonna hold it. There it goes. It might mean setting you down between every round, but I just can't deal with the fluctuating. It's just, I can't handle it. Harry and Ruby's mom, that one is yours. And which one can I get for you? It's driving me nuts. I just can't handle it. Does number 9 have a signature? I don't believe that it did. Sometimes the signature really hard. I'm going to look at it with my eye instead of through the camera, though. I do not see a signature on this one. There is no signature. I do know that this one is signed. And I think this one might be. No, that one is not. It's this one. I do know number 1 is signed. I think number 1 is the only one that's signed right now. I take that back. This one is signed as well. So number 1 and number 7 are signed. Number 9. All right, that one is yours. Thank you so much. I just love this. The color is so cool. All right, I'm going to set you guys down. So give me 1 second, and there you go. All right, let me stick this into a baggie. You guys get to stare at that W. That's a great W I wrote right there, isn't it? All right, number 8. Number 5, did I say that was signed? Number 5, maybe it is. Hang on, let me look. Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Number 5 is signed. Gosh, the signatures are so small. You're correct. Number 5 is, in fact, signed. So we've got 1, 5, and 7 that are signed. Number 8. All right. I'm gonna pick you guys back up. Oh, I gotta pick another marble first. I'll pick another marble and then I'll surprise you with it. Let's see, which one should I do? Oh, this one. This is a good one. I'm kind of obsessed. This one is signed. Look at this. Ooh. And there is the signature. Gosh, another one. That one would be Steve Davis again. I know, isn't that cool? All right, so that's going to go in place of number 9. All right. And we are going to duplicate and run it as number 9. And there it goes. It is running. Oh, I can put my ruler out here. That would help. Huh? One second. I gotta find my ruler. Here it is. That might help you guys. Here. And that is running. So it looks like the bigger ones are a little bit over 1 inch. All right, Jody. What one can I get for you? So many choices. And I love that right now they're all kind of a little bit different. I know it's my first day. Guys, just bear with me. 9. Absolutely. You got it. All right. Let me, you know, I could probably just stick it back in here while I write the bag. There you go. All right. Give me 1 sec. And you're going to jump around a little bit. Sorry about that. I hate it. And what to do about it. Where is my goodness gracious. Peter. I gotta figure out which lens to cover because I can't handle this any longer. All right. Pick a lens, get it closed in. All right, here. I've got my finger over it right now. I'm just gonna cover that up. I just can't handle it. It's driving me nuts, and I just can't imagine being a viewer and tolerating that. It would just, I'd be like, I don't want to watch this show. I can't handle that. Okay. Oh, and it fell off. Okay. Of course it did. It all looks, well, wait, it's going to start jumping again. All right, let me just get it covered up and then we'll be fine. Everything will be fine. Hang on, guys. There. Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. I didn't mean to throw you. I'm sorry. Try that. Is that going to work? Peter with the solutions, right? I don't think it's jumping anymore. Now where did I put my pen? Peter, do you know where I put my pen? I'm just kidding. I found it. Here. The next marble I'm adding in, I'll bring it close up. This one. You're right. It worked. Oh my gosh. That's the hack. That's the hack right there. All right. If you're over on Facebook or YouTube, you got to come over and join me on knickknacks.net. This is where I am selling. I'm on knickknacks.net. I just jumped. It didn't work. So come on over and join me, whether you're over on Facebook or YouTube. I am multicasting. Now it's having an issue. But if you're over on Facebook or YouTube, you can watch me. But you can't bid or participate unless you're on knickknacks.net. So come on over, find my sale, And you can hang out, you can bid, but you have to register. It takes about 2 minutes to enter your credit card information and your payment information. And then you're good to go. All right, so come on over and hang out with us. I am going to write this on the bag for Jody. Number 9 is going to Jody. All right, perfect. All right, I'm trying to keep these together. Go. 2 great marbles there. All right, so we have all our marbles. I'm going to start this, and I'm going to dig for some more to replace the ones we have. Number 10, and it is running. I'm going to find some more fun ones out of here to mix in. Let's see, this is a good one. And that one is running for anyone who is interested. What's really hard is picking the ones to take out to put the new ones in. That's the hardest part. Let me check if these glow while that is running. No, there's no real glow on them, so that's all good. All right, Delyn. Which one can I get for you? I know, isn't it gorgeous? Any pink ones? Ooh, I could look. Let me see if I can find any. Can I see number 7? Of course you can. This is number 7. I know they do. Well, they were explaining to me that their different clients will create different boards. You want this one? All right. Sounds good, Delyn. Thank you. So they will have an entire board of like Christmas where they only collect the green and red. Or, maybe they only want blue or, and I thought that was really interesting. I thought that was neat, that if you collect marbles, you can take like a certain color or like a certain theme. I love that. But this is number 10. And it is going to Delyn. Perfect. Thank you. I'm knocking around those ones that already been knocked around. I'm going to move those over. I'm just going to put them in this basket. All right, let's see. Let's move a couple out. How about this guy's been in there a few rounds. And then I'm debating whether to move out. You know what? I'm gonna move out 6. I'll just move them right down here. So if anyone wants them back in, we'll move them back in. But I'm gonna move in a few more. I'm gonna move in these 2. I just want everybody to see as many marbles as possible tonight. So I'm gonna move in this. This has a really pretty green color with all of those swirls. I didn't see any signatures on it. I still don't see any signatures. So it doesn't glow. I checked it. It does look like an avocado. You're not wrong. I should put it in the mouse tank. And then this, which has that metallic, and then the 2 different tones, and it is marked. It actually has a cane marking. ME 2004. So this one has a cane mark. And we'll put that there. And let's do this. So this is a really pretty, you can see inside of it down at the bottom, which is neat. And it kind of looks like an eyeball, if you ask me. We're going to put that right here. And we'll move them apart a little bit so you guys can see them better. And we will run this as number 11. Duplicate. And there we go. Number 11 is running. Owl eyes on that green one. I could see that. No, I could definitely see that. Portal to another dimension. I like that. Yeah, there's just so many, and I'm trying to mix in as many as possible, just so you guys can see all the different marbles tonight. So hopefully I don't mix out anything that you guys want to see or interested in, but just let me know. Yes, it is running. It is running if anyone's interested. But it looks like Harry and Ruby's mom is getting that one. And which one would you like? Owls don't have eyeballs? Is that fact? Vic, I feel like you're trying to pull a fast one. Christina's like, Vic, that's so funny. They have eye tubes. I missed it. Didn't I kind of wanted the white one you pulled. Oh, this one? Is this the one you're talking about? Yes? Okay. All right. You know what? How about here's a fun game. If you've been here the whole time and you can remember the ones I pulled, I will also include those as part of the run. Does that sound like fun? So if you've been here for the stream and you can remember the ones that I've pulled, you can explain them to me, and including this one. I'll keep them right literally. Look, I've got them right here. So if you can remember them, yes, I'm going to put it in the choice. Sounds like 10 minutes to sell a marble. Listen, Peter, we're just having a good old time. We've got 150 marbles to sell, and I have no doubt that we're going to sell through all 150 tonight because we're already at number 11, okay? Number 11. All right. Harry and Ruby. Should we add more? Is that going to help us get through more? Should we add like more to the... Okay. There we go. Egg curtain. I like that. I like that idea. All right, that goes over here. Should we add more? Should we add another row here? We'll just add 9. Now we're messing everything up. All right, here. I can't get this one up. All right, there we go. And I'll just add another row. And then we'll have more choices. That'll help, I feel like. Hanky, you're okay, baby. And we'll just scooch that one back down in here. All right, so this has a really interesting core. You can kind of see the bubble. This one is probably the biggest marble I have out. That's pretty massive. So we're going to add that one. That'll be here. And then let me grab 2 more. And we'll add those as 10 and 11. Give me 1 second. I got to choose. I got to be picky choosy. This is really pretty. Look at this one. It's like a planet. So we'll add that here. And we will add this. That's neat too. That one's signed. And that is Steve Davis. I feel like I'm sensing a theme here. We're going to add that one in here. All right. So there you go. Now we have a choice of 12. And I'm going to duplicate. And we're going to run it. Let's see. And here it goes. It is running. And you get your choice. Your choice of any marble out there. And we'll run it a couple of times and then we'll add more in. How's that sound? All right. So you get your choice. This thing is like absolutely massive. I can't believe that that is so huge. I'm like, is that the biggest one I have? It might be. I don't know. Actually, you know what? The Josh Simpson is bigger than that. Thank you all for your bids. I appreciate you. Hanky, it's okay, baby. He hears the neighbors and he wants to go out and play. Liz Art Finds. Which one can I get for you? Oh, Pretzel says hi, Hank. You used to call them boulders. Number 11. Alrighty. That would be this guy. I absolutely love that. Colors are fantastic. All right, let me stick that in a bagger. And we're going to just duplicate and run it again. How's that sound? That was number 12. I'm just getting... Yes, they are. They are salt cellars. Liz Art Finds number 12. Okay, I should probably write it down before I duplicate. Otherwise, I might not remember. All right, now let's start it. There it goes. It is running. Thank you, Liz. All right, that is running. Yeah, they work perfectly. I love the salt cellars. And then I've also been picking up these as well, the little floral frogs. But yeah, no, they work great. I've been trying to explore the different options. Blippy marble. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Hanky, what you doing, buddy? Come here. Come here, bud. All right, Ms. Liz. Which marble can I get for you? Your choice of any marble. Is number 8 signed? I don't recall it being signed, but let me double check. It's usually signed right there or right there. And I don't see a signature on it, so I do not believe this one is signed. It's really pretty. I love the coloring. I love that lavender with that blue. But it is not. Oh, yes, there are signatures. So there's a signature on this one. There's a cane on this one. I think this was the cane signature, right? Yeah. That one has a little cane. And then I think, was this one signed as well? Yeah, that one's got a signature. What does the cane look like? Oh, it looks like this. Looks like me. MEO4. I think the big one wasn't signed. Cheers. So I think it was this one, and this one. Number 4. All right, you got it with the cane. The ME. That one's gorgeous. And that one is going to you. All right, let me get you a baggie. Number 13. Do they glow? You know, I haven't checked them in a minute. I'm going to have to check. Yeah, so if you're over on Facebook or YouTube, you gotta come over to knickknacks.net. Because this is where we are right now, and this is where I'm having my sale, and I would love to have you all come over and join me on knickknacks.net. If you like marbles or if you like art glass, and you want that jumping around to stop, I'll make it stop, but only if you come over to knickknacks.net and join us. All right. All right, there you go. Thank you, everybody, for coming on over. Okay, let me do this. All right, let's run it one more time. We'll do number 14, and then I'm going to add some more in, okay? I know, I've been picking up a bunch of salt cellars, and if I didn't need them tonight, I would probably have them listed. Yeah, salt cellars are perfect. And someone suggested turning these ones over at the other sale I had, and I'm like, oh my God, that's such a great idea. All right, let me run this. We're going to run number 15. And it is running if anyone is interested in what we have here. There's still a few really great marbles out there. A couple of my favorites. That was just a paperweight, don't worry. This one is fantastic. And it is signed. This guy's amazing. I love that. The green on that is great. You got your Blippi marble. Harry and Ruby's mom, what can I get for you? Number 8. All right, this really cool colored one. The tones in that are amazing. That's the one? All right, you got it. You got it. Number 14. Oh, that's a great idea. All right, let me do that. That's a great idea. I'll do that in a second. All right, number 14 is going to Harry and Ruby's. All right, and then I will add the salt cellars and the marbles. All right, here. Perfect. All right. Is there an 11? Not at the moment. It would be here if there was. All right, let me add in some salt cellars. Let's see. There's that. By now. Salt cellar. All right, let's see. There's some cute salt cellars out there too. Ooh, there's some little bittersweet ones. All right, give me 1 second. I can't read your comments while I'm adding these in. I just need 1 second. But salt cellars make for great little holders for the marbles. Especially if you're getting the bigger marbles. They work great. All right. All right. And then I will, all right, let's do that. Okay, so I added a bunch in. Blippi, it's a little kid's show. You need a 3-year-old in your life to know what Blippi is. It's not wrong. All right, let me do, we're going to add some more in. Okay, did I already do this one? Was this one already in there? Or did I just set that one aside and I was like, I'll add this one in eventually. If I feel like we got to add it in. I feel like it was already in. We're going to add it back in if it was. We're going to put that one back in. Okay. This is really cool. So this is a more simple one, but I kind of like it. It's a little bit more, I don't know, it's elegant. Look at the reflection of it. It's cool the way it reflects. So I think we're going to add this guy in. And this is signed here. That one is signed with initials. So we're going to put that here. And then let's also do sky. So you've got some greens and yellows. And then there's like an inner tornado. And this is not signed, but I like the colors of it. All right, so we're going to put that in here, and I think we're all set. So let's duplicate, and we will start. There it goes. It is running. And yes, there are salt cellars in the buy it now if anyone is interested. I sure can. I have the power to add other sellers items to my buy it now, but only because I own knickknacks. It's an owner power, a superpower. Ginger, you are the winner. Which one will you take? Oh, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you very much. Number 4, good crab. This is gorgeous. I don't know what it is because it's not super colorful and I've always been about the color, but there's just something about this marble that makes it special. It's a DNA marble. It's the way it reflects, right? Ginger, that one is yours. Let me stick it in a baggie. I love it. All right. You are very welcome. That is number 15. Number 15 is gone to Ginger. Perfect. All right. Let me see if I can replace it with something. How about this? So this is a little red and white, but it's interesting in that it has this like little swirl at the top. Yes, baby. Oh, Hanky. So I'm gonna make this number. Oh, look, and it is signed. It's R. I don't know. Is that a YA? Raya? I'm not really sure. I thought it was neat. So we'll put this as number 4. Be careful, baby. All right. Let me. What's up?
After this, wait, when is it gonna end?
When it's done.
At 8, you said?
We'll see. All right. Let me run this real quick. Duplicate. And this is running as number 16. And thank you for your purchase of the salt cellars. I appreciate that. And I know our sellers do too. Thank you, everybody, for your bids. I'll give you a peek. So I'll show you real quick at the box I'm working on. I have 3 of these. But this is what I'm picking from. So I have all of these marbles here. And I'm just kind of picking our number 1 and 3 signed. Oh, no, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Let's see. This one's signed. This, okay, 1, 2, 3. Was this one signed? I know these 3 are signed. And was Blippy signed? No, Blippy was not signed. We're just going to call that marble Blippy. That's just its name now. So 1, 2, and 3 are signed. That I recall. And Delyn, you are the winner. Congratulations. Which marble are you taking? Number 9, you got it. Oh, the Blippy. Oh, he's going to a new home. You're going to have to call him Blippy from here on out, though, because we've definitely named him. You are very welcome. Into the bag he goes. Okay, deal. All right. You're going to have to get him. You're going to have to unwrap him. We're going to be like, oh, hey, Blippy, how you doing? It's only right. All right, so that is Delyn. You got it. On to the cart. Perfect. Okay, let me replace that with another guy. How about we do, oh, this is really pretty. All right, so this is another opaque. It's not completely opaque. You can get a little peekaboo in there, which I think is neat. There's no signatures on this, but I do like these milky looking ones. I don't know why. I just think they're kind of nice. I'm going to put that here in its place. No signature on that. But we are going to run it as number 17. And it is running. And I'm going to run this a few times and then I'll add in new ones. I'll add in some new ones. Pretty. What was that about the... I know Blippy from her grandson. I know, right? Laurel, I don't know. She doesn't so much like Blippy. She likes the girl, and I forget her name. What is Blippy? What is the girl's name? Juliet.
Huh?
What's the girl? Not Blippy, but the girl.
Wait, what's her name?
I can't remember her name. Mika. Yes, Mika. Yeah, Laurel loves Mika. Oh, thank you guys for your bids. I appreciate that so much. I was a little nervous buying this marble collection, but I was just so smitten with it. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is like paperweights just like paperweights. And I think that everybody would appreciate this so much because I loved it so much. What? Your niece is Mika? Oh, your niece's name is Mika? Don't tell me that your niece is the Mika from Blippi because I will go crazy. I'll be like, Laurel, oh my gosh, guess what? Bandit. No, it's all good. No, I was like, should I tell Laurel? She's gonna go crazy. Bandit, which one? Number 9. You got it. Oh, this really pretty one. The milky one. Those are nice. And like I said, I mean, just displaying them and putting like marbles together, you could definitely make a display with these opaque looking ones. But this one is coming your way. Let me get you a baggie. Pinstripes. Yeah, think of all the collections you can make. And what was really cool is they had those old Chinese checker, wooden boards. And I thought, those would be really neat for displaying, but I don't think that I have. I mean, I'd have to be able to flip them for resale. I couldn't find any in time. Bandit. Your name is on that bag and it will be coming your way. All right, so let me run this a few times and then I'm going to move some more in. And in the meantime, I'm going to be putting them in a little basket right here. All right, let me duplicate. We're going to run number 18 while I pick the next round. And that is running for you guys. And I pick 3 more to move in. So we'll run 3 and then we'll move 3 in. I think that works out nicely. There's some really cool. What I like about this collection is that they're different styles. They're not all the same. And I just think that's really awesome. And the vendor spoke really highly of the woman whose collection this was. They actually knew her personally. What's wrong, buddy? What's wrong? You're okay. Be sad. It's okay. Go lay down. Sissy, gotta let him lay down. Sissy. Juliet. Can you let him lay down on the beanbag and can you sit at the table? You can lay down. He doesn't want to. Okay, come here. I don't know. I might have to take him out. You want to see number 12? All right, let me show you number 12. And then I'll run it one more time. I'm going to run Hank real quick then, too, just to make sure. I think he hears the neighbors and he wants to go out and play. But they have a dog that's not very friendly. So I have to be careful when I take him out. That's all. This is number 12. It's the biggest one we've had so far. And it's really pretty. It's absolutely gorgeous. Number 12. All right, you got it. All right. Think you gotta go out, buddy? Or you're just being silly? You met Gunner for the first time today. And they were like instant bros. Number 18. All right. I know next thing you know, he's going to be bitten. All right. That one's going to Bandit. Perfect. All right. Let me run this real quick. I'm going to run Hank out, so I might not be back immediately. Just give me a little quick break to let the dog out, and I will be right back. So let me duplicate. And number 19 is running. And there it goes. All right. You got to go out, buddy. Come on. Is more hesitation? Come on. Can you get his leash, please? Why? Because I'm going to take him out real quick.
Are we just going to leave this in? Are we just going to leave it running?
Yeah, it's just fine. I'm just taking him out.
Right back. Hey, 1 second. Let me just go grab it.
Where's that?
It's over here. I put it close to the door so that when we leave, we can just grab it. Bring it here and everyone else this door.
You're okay, buddy. You can do good. Just rest. All right, Speedy. Can I come with you and talk to everybody? Yeah, I'll come with you. Say hi to everyone. You got grabbed. Oh, you grabbed number 8. Okay, all right. When we get back, I'll give you number 8. We're out in the yard with Hank. I figured I'd bring you guys with me. I'm like, Juliet, go grab the phone. Right, he did have to go pee. Did Ashton like the marble? He didn't actually get a peek at the marbles. He wasn't all about it. I know, she's got cool shoes, huh? Good boy, Spanky. How does he do it at the store? Oh, we've got a nice big backyard.
I see someone golfing.
Yeah, look. There he is. Spanky. You see somebody golfing?
He's like,
oh, way over there.
he's just doing this.
He's just swinging the golf club. He's a good boy. You all done? Come on, buddy. He's a good boy. You guys got to come with me to walk the dog. He does get a little stressed out, I think. He smells the neighbor's cat.
Oh, I hear a dog.
All right, come on, buddy. There's nothing out there for you.